What's up, dudes? It's General Santucci with another Medley. This is going to be four, I think maybe 5 battles in this one video. This is a request army from Legit Penguin, his name is on YouTube. He wanted me to use Egypt. So I never use Egypt in low money battles. I probably played with them 10 times out of 600 battles. So every one you see here is, you know, back-to-back battles. So check it out. Alright, right here you can see I have 4 Pharaoh's guards. One of them is my general. There he is. They are gold. I have 2 desert axemen. They are gold as well. I have no Pharaoh's bowmen. I wish I did. Not enough money here. I do have 2 slingers, so I have 6 bowmen. They are gold attack, and 2 slingers gold attack here. On each wing, I have a chariot and a Nile cavalry, which was obviously a mistake because Nile cavalry sucks. It's the other one that's good, but yeah, another it's chariots will make up for it. So yeah, they're gold as well. So as you can see, I have CWB rules I'm using. 6 max of any unit. 8 total foot archers or missile units. So it's pretty badass. Now my opponent is Thrace. Oh, my bad. I didn't want to put this on there because this guy quits. I forgot this is one. But yeah, within 10 seconds of engaging against him, I killed like 120 something men. So you can see if he fought me, he had 1, 2, 3, 4 pikemen. Looks like gold attack, 1 in silver defense. He's got 2 pistarne and a flaxman on each side with heavy upgrades, and he's got 6 archers. No upgrades. And I don't know what he had in the woods, but I'll tell you what, I was bringing my cavalry around his flanks to strike him when I fought with him. So yeah, I mean, he probably could have put up a real good defense, but it wouldn't have lasted for long at all. Yeah, so here we go. Let's check it out because he's gonna quit. It kind of sucks fighting Egypt with Thrace. And I was like, wow, this guy's actually going to fight me. So look at all these guys that are dead already. It's not even that long into the battle. I was hitting his flaxman with he made it to feet. That really pissed me off. That was pretty ridiculous. Alright, I'm going to show you some real battles. He didn't kill any of my men. Somehow. They were shooting at me. But I did kill 198 of his men in that short amount of time. So, it's all archers, we know that. Slingers. Alright, let's go look at some real fights. Apologize for that crap. Alright, what we got here? We have Carthage 1. Bam. And maybe at the end of the video I'll show you the loss. I'm not really good against chariots, so I was fighting Pontus. I got pwned. Chariots are so overpowered, it's ridiculous. I do believe this is a 12K battle. So let's see. Alright. We are in the desert. It's my advantage here. So I once again got my 4 pikes, 2 desert guys, got my 8 missile units, and I think I corrected my cavalry. This is the desert cavalry. They are good at killing armored units, and pretty much the same army except for those 2. fighting Carthage. Alright, what he's got here, Libyan spearmen, or pony infantry. He's got them on his flanks. And then in the middle he's got Sacred Band. He's got lots of slingers, very well upgraded too. No upgrades on his general's bodyguard. And he's sending all of his cavalry over here. And I did have this one archer, camel archer. I mean, yeah, that was fine. So I made the first strike here. I'm just tearing up his cavalry. It's not even a freaking challenge, man. So right now I'm going after his chariots up here. I mean my chariots are going after his Sacred Band. And he did manage to catch up to my camels, but it's short-lived. Damn, it's so overpowered. But in warfare, this is what you had to go through, man. There's no rules. You get hit by, the guy could have 100,000 chariots if it was possible. There's no rules. When I first started playing this game, I played a no rules. Everything was no rules. You wanted to bring in a whole army of elephants? Go ahead, because that's how war was fought. There's no rules. If the enemy has the advantage, the enemy uses it and wins the battle. What we got here? My archers are just ripping them in half. So, I mean, I still think his guys are superior to mine, to these two here. And he's overlapping my flanks. But I do have my secret weapon coming up here. It's not really too secret. I don't think these guys are better than my Pharaoh's guard. Yeah, all these guys will get smoked. Yeah, it's so unfair. I'm telling you, chariots is so overpowered. But look at this. I love it. Look at it, just won the battle for me. Just the fear of the chariots coming at you. Look at all these dead people. Everywhere. So my desert axemen are... Oh, this is actually my slingers fighting. So he gets me from the back, but it doesn't really matter. And they rout anyways. And the guy did not rout. He did not quit. It was just pure rout. So heroic victory. I had 935 kills and I had almost 1,200 remaining. I started with 1,397 men. He killed 275 and had 136 that left the battlefield alive. My top killer is an Egyptian chariot. Wow, that's a surprise. Let's see who else I'm going to face here. Next week I'm thinking about doing a Seleucid Empire Medley. I do have a request army for them. He wanted me to use 4 silver shields, but he didn't tell me pikemen or legionnaires. So I'm going to do battles with one with pikemen, one with legionnaires. And it's not a good army. I tried it already and I got steamrolled. So because I'm fighting the chariot faction when I played with them. If I was fighting Rome, it'd be a different story. Mostly, melee ground units, normal cavalry. Alright, here we go. I brought these guys for so they can use them as a diversion. I'm fighting Rome too. Once I realized Rome has a possible hill advantage if he chose to go up there, I had to put all my men over here. And that's to absorb Pila fire. The two guys up front. as you can see. They look pretty badass, I think. For the money that you pay for these guys, they can hold off. They're like militia hoplites, actually. So I realized I'm going to keep everything on this side. And I do a pretty bad micro mistake right over here. So you can see he's got his archer. He's got, what, 5? And they have like a bronze attack. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 urban cohort. And he's got 5 Praetorian cavalry with no upgrades. Maybe his general's got something. So what I did here was I was trying to come up the hill and meet over here to fight his cavalry, but he does get pot shots on me. He gets some nice shots on my my chariots, but they do not rout. But they are panicked by the fire, so I'm trying to get them the hell out of there. I realize that because that's a key factor in my strategy here to beat Rome is to use these chariots. So I gotta turn my army here. So what I did do is bring this set of cavalry up here. He's bringing 2 sets of cavalry up over here, which is pretty sweet, but I do follow him with my desert infantry, desert axemen, just to make sure he doesn't get a side swipe on my archers. And I'm bringing my my desert cavalry up here too. Now he's completely surrounded. And look, here he comes the chariots. Oh, it's so over. And I'm gonna chase them. So what I'm doing, I'm totally slaughtering his archers right now. So I almost double his archer contingent. So he realizes he's got to do something quickly and get rid of my infantry if he's gonna survive. So I send up these guys here to halt the advance. So they have to go through these guys first. And it's not really that much of a, it's not really difficult. So what do? Oh, he actually charges my desert axeman, but that's nothing compared to what's happened here. Oh, this is so not even right. That should be like banned from Rome Total War for this. Oh, two chariot units just owning the hell out of his general's unit. Oh no, his general was up there. So this is a pretty mean battle right here. My guys were spread out wider than his, so I can hold them off. I didn't even need these chariots to win. But they are overlapping me over here. These chariots take care of that. Oh, they're definitely overrunning my flanks. I'm just surprised I beat Rome. This is like really kind of like this is the first day I've ever used Egypt in a CWB setting. Heroic victory again. I deployed over 1,500 men. I had over 1,000 kills, and had 1,149 men remaining. He had 141 remaining. He killed 322. My top unit was another chariot. How cool is that? Let's check out some more. Alright, this is me going against Parthia. He picked Parthia, and I was like, well, this is gonna be weird. I mean, if I use chariots, it's gonna be kind of tough for him to defend. So he's gonna have to have a lot of archer cut type of units to survive this. And, you know, so it means I can't use my Pharaoh's bowman. I gotta, you know, prepare a little bit better. So what I did here, my general is now in this desert cavalry. Up front now, what I do have is those what are they? The cheap units, Nubian spearmen. I have 4, no upgrades, and I have my 8 archer units behind. Was it 8? Maybe not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 this time. Well, 6 archer units. Oh no, it's actually 8. My bad. Yeah, 6 archers and 2 slingers. I do have my a lot of desert cavalry. I have 6 units. One of them is my general, and I still have my 2 chariots. So if he wants to play a cavalry fight, these guys are bred for that. They'll cut right through your army with those axes. And I wasn't really worried about infantry. I'm just using them as a wall, just in case he charges straight into my archers. I don't need that. So what you see here, he's got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He broke the rules. He brought 7 of these dudes. That's quite alright though. I'll live. He's got 2 archers. And he's got 3 sets of cavalry. They are well upgraded. Gold, it looks like. No hidden anything. So he's got our pretty well. They're well upgraded. Gold on all these desert infantry. But they suck. You're really not going to do much here. So I get my guys in the line. I'm going to take out his archers very quickly. It's not even a challenge. Anybody knows that these guys are going to get raped. The first volley should take out like half of these dudes. Oh wow. So you can see he's bringing his some of his cavalry over to the flanks. Even if he fought 3 sets of cavalry normally, and they weren't, like, if they're just Nile cavalry, he'd still probably lose that fight. And these archers are dead. So I'm bringing a chariot, trying to bring him to the back. I want him to feel trapped. But here he goes. He's trying to charge my men. And what do? Don't let him get away with that crap. Oh, it's over, Johnny. Instant death. Nobody's getting away alive. My archers will slaughter the hell out of this unit. So now I freed up. I killed one of his sets of cavalry, his archers, and I'm killing a bunch of his Eastern infantry. So I see him moving up, so I just put the pikes down. These guys have no upgrades whatsoever, so I'm not really worried. So he brings his guys away from his line again, which is not good. He should have supported his cavalry advance with his Eastern infantry. Yeah, it's over there. It's a freaking mass rout. That whole section would have won. So I just charged that as Eastern infantry because their morale is shattered beyond belief. So here comes some chariots. My archers are having a field day now with his units. He did take out quite a few of my chariots, though. And it was a mass rout after that. Clear victory. I deployed 1,393 men, 979 kills, and I still had 1,283 men remaining. Leonidas of Sparta from the Mad Clan deployed 1,163 men with 115 kills and 184 men surviving. My top unit is Desert Cavalry, 162 kills. Let's check out another kill, another victory here. And at the end I'll show you my loss. I do lose. I'm not the perfect player. I think I'm a little above average, maybe. So I do lose. Alright, this is a more strategic battle. I am fighting another Carthage player. And yeah, in order for me to beat this amount of troops, I had to do some strategy here. Alright. It's my normal, it's probably like the last battle, or I mean the battle before. These guys are just, you know, there to die. You know, get my normal army like you saw before. I think, yeah, here we go. Let's check out the other dude's army. I might be doing a free-for-all medley too, because I have a few free-for-all victories lately that I've won. Mostly with Rome, but I still won. And I figured, you know, show them all in one shot. Alright, his general's on this side here. He's got very minimal upgrades, but he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another rule breaker. I don't care though. 7 Sacred Band hoplites, and he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn, I said 5. These Balearic slingers. Very minimal upgrades. This side, he's got 3 sets of long shields, no upgrades. Something. Nothing really to worry about here. And I believe it's the same thing on this side. He's just got 2. So I really seriously would not take my cavalry away from my lines. Definitely knowing that chariots will tear up fully upgraded units, and they could be like cataphracts. They will tear you up. Plus my desert cavalry over here. So it's not a good thing. But he does get a nice little shot on these chariots here, because my chariots weren't moving, so did a good job. See? Wasn't paying attention. But he kept chasing them. And my desert cavalry takes a giant dump on his units here. And what happens here? Now we're gonna kill. Saw it just in time. But he's gonna get a nice shot over here. So I got these two fighting. I do take this one desert cavalry and bring it over here as fast as possible. But this unit here is getting showered with arrows. What he should have did was hit my archers. I would have. Seals his fate. I do believe there's another one down there. Okay, they were both routing. One of them comes back. Yeah. So right now, his slingers, very expensive. Very expensive. They are getting slaughtered. Yeah, I don't know about these rocks, but they ain't working. So now with my 4 sets of Pharaoh's Guard and these garbage troops up here, and I'm facing 7 of these guys, I don't know, man. And plus my depleted, Desert Axemen on each flank. Still not, I could probably get my ass kicked pretty good. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing my cavalry over here. I'm going to get rid of that last unit here. We do have this guy. He's coming back. I see it too. So as you see, I'm moving my Desert Axeman behind my lines. This unit too. What I want to do is try to stop him. So I know he sees his guys. And over there, what I did was I killed the remaining unit over here. Lost nobody in that. Here it comes. Yeah, I had to stop it big time. I'm gonna get them back in formation here. So my archers. This is the last guy in the group here. Just gets pwned. I don't know what those rocks are gonna do. If you had like no armor on or something, hit you in the face, alright, they might get knocked out, but slingers are, I don't know, not too good. I don't know what my archers are doing. These guys should be dead by now. Whole line of his buddies are just, he's the last survivor. I think I would rout. Maybe these guys are crazy or something. Well, what I'm doing is I'm bringing my archers, half of them over to this flank, and half over to this flank. Oh, the little guy's dead. Well, nevertheless, I'm bring my men over. I'm gonna try to shower his flanks. He kept telling me, "Charge at me, bro. Come on, charge at me." I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to charge at your sacred band hoplites. My inferior units. So once I get right behind his units, it could be nice. And I do have my cavalry all waiting to strike. Alright, what I did here, so I was hitting these guys from the flanks. My archers and these stupid Nubian spearmen. I was trying to hit them right in the sides, but by the time they got there, he told them to run. So you're trying to make a new box, but you know, this is all you can do. I don't blame you for making this, because I will win this. I already knew it. It's a pretty shitty one too. So I'm getting him from the flanks. He's fighting these guys. I would just turn around. And my archers are just showering the hell out of him. Or they will be. I know these guys are. Yeah, it's over for that, the unit. Frightened by chariots. So I'm going to send my chariots first because I know they're afraid of them. Routes that unit. Now I'm hitting from the sides here. And from the front. And now from the back.
Enemy lie dead before you. Save for the few with the wit to run away. This is a crushing victory.
Heroic victory once again. That was actually against the other player. He joined my game again from the Mad Clan. I deployed 1,503 men with 1,184 kills and over 1,000 remaining. He deployed 1,238 with 509 kills and 51 men surviving. My top unit looks like Desert Cavalry. Alright, you ready to see me get my butt whooped? It's going to be a very long video. Very, very high gigabytes. I haven't done a full quality video, HD, in a while. I bet you it's going to be 8 gigs. So let's check it out real quick. Yeah, it's just pure slaughter. This is the first time I played Egypt on CWB rules. And this was 15k. The other ones were 12. So. You know, the more money you have, the more you can get your ass kicked. I figure. So what I had here, let's see. I think this is the loss. It's fighting Pontus. Yeah, it definitely is. Because I have my Pharaoh's Bowman here. I did give him, I think I gave him gold attack. And what I have, 5 of these Pharaoh's Guard. Desert Infantry, I had 2. I had Chariots. What I have, 2 Chariots and 2 Desert Cavalry. Alright, this is what I had to go against. He has Chariot Archers. Do you see any spikes on these wheels? So I don't understand why they can't, why my guys can't take them out. Desert Cavalry cannot take these guys out. I don't understand. Alright, this is, yeah, he put these guys in wide formation. He has very, very highly upgraded full gold archers. And he's got like 6. And then he's got chariots. He's got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, really, a little overdone here. I think anybody can really win with this. I'm better in the infantry department, but that doesn't matter. But this is a bad thing. See, I can't catch his chariot archers, and he's destroying my chariots. So what do? I send out my archers to try to kill some of his chariots. Now they're in the circle, and they're harder to kill. So he's got 2 chariot archers, and he's got chariots waiting over here. So I'm kind of screwed. But I am taking out some of them. But also, he's bringing up his archers too. Or he didn't. Yeah, he will bring up his archers, because if my archers are trained on his chariots, then his archers have free game at me. And I see this, and I realize, wow, I'm freaking screwed. I see they're winded, so I just send over my cavalry. I'm hoping that, you know, my guys being fresh and, you know, their armor killing units are just badass, that they will kill these guys. But I do believe that these stupid chariot archers, you know, with no spikes on their wheels, cut down my armored, my units here. So let's fast forward this a little bit. So my archers are getting slaughtered to death. So I realized I gotta do something. Let's get that extra unit here. Yeah, I totally failed here. All these guys, man, that's it for me, man. I'll be dead. And my guys are pretty much destroyed here. And there you go. So, oh, I tried to use my Egyptian chariots, but it didn't rout them. I don't know how it didn't rout them. He sends his chariots, and I should have brought my chariots down. Desert Cavalry and my other chariots. So somehow they get hit by chariots and they don't rout. So my guys start routing because they're getting hit from the sides. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. I was like, damn it had to be my general, right? So they just start running. My infantry is screwed. And these units here, I wasn't paying attention. Obviously, I wasn't paying attention because I would have used that earlier. So his guys are getting cut up by those, and it pisses me off. I've put all my guys over here. My guys are more upgraded than his, but they still die. So I know that I'm not going to win. So I think what I do, made it defeat. Yeah, a lot of his chariots are like flipping out, so that's good. It's because they're not upgraded. Very, very crappy battle here. I mean, I did kill a lot of his archers, but not enough.
Your soldiers have performed miserably, and the enemy's victory is complete.
Crushing defeat, you see that? So, I only had 340 kills, but he had 1,308. So, my best killer was a bowman, 67 kills. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed my Egypt medley. And tell me what you want to see next week. I'm planning on doing a Seleucid Empire one. But yeah, give me some army requests and I'll try it. Alright. Alright, peace out, dudes.